Welcome to the Ginger Binger channel. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. If you're returning, then you should know that last time we talked about our favorite films that we like to watch during the holidays. Now we're here to bring you our favorite games that we love to play. Now, all these games here are vastly different, but they all have a special reason for why we want to bundle up with a glass of hot chocolate and sit there and waste a whole day playing them. Number 6. Arkham Origins. Now, Arkham Origins is the only game on this list that has any resemblance of holiday in the game. It takes place on Christmas Eve, and it fits perfectly with the contrasting of the darkness of Batman and the cheeriness of the holidays. I love it. I just eat it up, and it's a severely underrated game because at first I didn't like it, but when I played it during the holidays, it was magical. Now, I know some people might think this is blasphemous, but I honestly prefer the voices of Batman in this game than I do the Kevin Conroy versions. And don't kill me for this, but I really think that game had a unique setting and honestly had the best, not plot how it played out, but the best description of the story, like 8 assassins coming for Batman in a single night. That to me was the most interesting concept for the story. If you haven't checked Arkham Origins out, wait for a nice snowy night and flick that on and lose yourself. It's a game you can only play, to me, during the holiday season when it's snowing and at nighttime. Which, when it's the holiday season, is 18 hours out of the damn day now? Number 5. Uncharted 2. Now, Uncharted 2 is a game that I bought on Boxing Day, the day after I got my PS4, because I got a little extra money, and I sound like a spoiled kid the day after. But it's a game that I bought, and I was amazed. I was blown away by just even the opening where you're hanging off that train in the big mountains. And it looks so cold in that game. Every time I think of that game, I think it's cold. That's why I probably only play it during the winter, because it's always cold out. So I'm like, I need, a little bit of nostalgic to warm my brain up to make it think, times are easier. It's truly a game that made me realize how big and grand games we're going to get in the next 10 years. And I just realized that game is 9 years old now. Holy shit. That makes me feel old as hell. I was, 15 when I got that? Now I'm in my my mid-20s. Oh, God, to say that. Oh. So that, to me, is one of the reasons I play that game during the holidays. It's so big and grand, and it has nothing to do with the holidays at all. It's just the time that I discovered it. And I can't play it during the summer. I can't play it during the fall or the spring. It has to be when it's snowing out. I think when global warming eventually makes it so it doesn't snow anywhere, goodbye Uncharted 2 for me, unfortunately. But if you haven't checked it out, what are you doing with your life, man? Number 4. Call of Duty World at War. Now, Call of Duty World at War has a backstory to it. The reason I play that during the winter is because I bought it on my birthday, which is November, and when I put it in, it crashed my Xbox. It gave it those red rings of death, the Xbox 360, and I had to wait a whole month to get it restored. So, being an impatient kid, you want to play it. So when I finally got it back a month later, it was a blizzard out, and I played the next day, just running and gunning, shooting people. It was a blast. Getting on there with your friends, talking shit to each other. When I hear people my age giving shit to kids talking shit on Xbox Live, they got to remember, we were that first generation of kids talking shit. We were the first little kids that older people were like, oh, why are these kids playing that game talking shit? We were those first kids. So now it's for us to say, oh, that's you immature and stupid. Yeah, of course, we were that way too. Don't harp on them for it. Fuck, they'll grow out of it. Hopefully. But yeah, that was, the first, I didn't really play Modern Warfare. I played Modern Warfare a little bit. I didn't play it when it came out. This was my first time with a Call of Duty experience with the full community all there at the same time. And I had so much fun with it. And that's, it's one of those things that I still, to this day, I'll flick on zombies with my friend and we'll still play it. Only during the winter. That's the only time I ever make time for that, which is unfortunate, but it's a blast. Number 3. Fallout 3. Now, Fallout 3, the reason this is on here is because it's a game that is perfect for a snow day. If you ever get those. it is one of those games you just lose hours to. If you wake up at 8 in the morning, you find out the roads are closed or your school is closed and you really have nothing to do, brew some cocoa and then just, people brew cocoa, jeez. Then just flick that on, start at the beginning and see how far you can get. You can spend a whole day there and you won't even realize it. It's scary how quick a day can go when you're playing Fallout. Because you can just spend the whole day just playing Fallout and going after a small little minuscule task, going after lottery tickets, or you can be leading a slave revolt against the slavers. The things you can do in this game, or you can just be a regular person in Megaton. It was so fun, and the only reason I play this in the winter is because that's the only time that I can, because it's the only time where sometimes I will have time. I might not be able to this winter, but I am so stoked. I'm waiting for the first snow day to see if I can do it. Number 2. Halo 3. Halo 3 kind of fits with that Call of Duty World at War is when I started playing it, with the whole crowd was into it. It was such a blast playing with your friends because there's so many different game types you can play. You can do custom games, Forge, ranked matches, MLG, all that shit. Griffball. Oh my god, how many hours did I lose playing Griffball? To this day, I can still flick on the Xbox and see a friend that I haven't heard from in years. And we'll be chatting up like we, just talked yesterday. And that's kind of the magic of Halo. I had and still have some very strong friends that I've made on Xbox. They live in different countries. I've had friends from California, from Scotland, from, Indonesia, all these places that I've met these people, Australia, and we've still remained friends to this year. And it's so much fun. We'll get on together and still just play a thing of Halo. We'll play Griffball or play Zombie. Zombie was so much fun in Halo. This was before games had zombie in them. And you would just play it with your buddies. It was so much fun. I really, really hope I get to play a little bit of Halo this year. Number 1. The Godfather. And that has nothing to do with the holidays, nothing. It's one of those games I think I just really enjoyed because it came out that time of year. I remember playing it. It was nice. It was cold out. I've spent a day, another snow day. All these games kind of relate back to snow days because we had a lot of snow days up in Canada. And it was so much fun. It's a GTA clone, but I don't care. I love being able to just dress your guy up in a dapper suit and go around gunning down people, intimidating them for money. It's so much fun, and it is such a trip down memory lane. Every year, I make time to play that game. And I think I've got 4 or 5 save files that are just all end around the same point because I get busy. But, I'll always create a new one. I can't start midway through. I got to go right from the beginning right to the end. That's how I've always been. So those are the games I enjoy playing during the Christmas season. What do you guys like to play? Comment below. Let me know because I would love to hear what you guys play. I know I'm not the only one who's got some, different choices for what you play during Christmas. But hey, I want to hear them. And if you like what you see and you want to see more, click the subscribe button and come see some more. Because at the Ginger Binger, we're always putting stuff out for you. So keep on binging.